And a brand new day at the Abbey. I wonder what today holds for us. Oh?
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
Here we
No
go.
need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why
when...
don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The parchment of power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
Have time to talk, Hunter?
What's going on, Blade?
I saw you witnessed our disagreement in the hallway earlier.
I did.
I might have.
Yet you didn't say anything.
I might not have.
The parchment contained some of the darkest, most twisted magic that's ever existed. Robbie's my friend, but I don't think he's strong enough to withstand those forces. If he doesn't pass that page off to someone else, it's going to consume him.
You may have your doubts, but Robbie is tough. Tougher than you realize.
I wish I could share your optimism, Hunter. Everything related to the dark hole turns my stomach.
Maybe so. But I have complete faith that Robbie is strong enough to carry the parchment for as long as we need him to.
How much longer is he expected to hold the page?
We are all waiting on Stark. Until he can finalize his plan to destroy it, we wait.
All I can say is Stark had better hurry.
On that, we agree.
It's weird. I just felt this need to be out here. Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you,
Guess so.
Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel like you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the parchment of power. It
Alright.
also really sucks.
Well,
If luck is with us, you will not have to carry the parchment for long.
I can carry it for as long as necessary. However long Blaze had it, I can keep it for as long or longer.
I
okay.
do not mean to imply you did not have what it takes.
But I do have what it takes. And I don't need luck.
Blaze's
course
betrayal
not.
probably soured your outlook.
About that, I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
The forces of the parchment and the Darkhold are not to be trifled with, Robbie. You cannot expect to read the page the way you would a normal book.
Oh boy, here we go. More of that. This is beyond you, Robbie. I've been hearing this junk since I asked to see my first R-rated movie as a kid. Guess what? I snuck into those movies and I can sneak a peek at the parchment.
Trust
It's
me,
not
this
the
is
same
the same
thing.
as childhood misbehavior. You are gambling not just with your life, but the lives of all of those who love you.
Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around here.
You never know. It's possible. Alright. Let's head back to the forge and check in on Tony. See if he's managed to
Just tell me.
work something out.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
Okay, maybe not. Tony?
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there, Hunter.
What's going on?
I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it.
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
Well, Tony, you are a bit competitive. I would not blame him for becoming a bit territorial as a result.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition, is there?
I do not think Strange sees it as friendly.
Well, when he comes back, I'll try to smile bigger. Maybe that'll give him a hint.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
Oh, you'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you
Right.
think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
Alright. Good luck with that.
It will be a challenge, but I know you can handle it.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Actually, you can tell me several times. I'm such a shameless sucker for praise.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Stephen Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've
Oh.
got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started.
Alright.
Parchment isn't going to blow itself up.
So am I. Let's get that research started.
Highlights, Tony. Is your highlight?
Don't forget to write.
Alright. Hopefully tomorrow, by tomorrow, we'll have results.
Careful, Hunter.
Um,
Punches are flying fast around here.
You alright, Doctor?
I came out here to cool down. Carol kindly suggested I work out my frustrations on the punching bag. Her suggestion was wise.
It's not a bad idea.
The source of your frustrations.
If you think this source has got salon-sculpted facial hair and an ego the size of Montana, then you are correct.
Well, you know how he is.
Surely you understand this is how Stark is with everyone else, do you not?
I understand it, intellectually. Yet the outrage still burns in my heart.
Fair. Just do us all a favor and try not to break his jaw, all right? We need him in one piece.
The problem with Tony is that he's too cavalier. I suppose that attitude has contributed to his success, but he can't do it with the arcane. It's a completely different realm. One that will deal him a brutal defeat if he doesn't change his ways.
You do not think he can destroy the Parchment of Power?
I don't think he understands just what the page represents. His whole life has been ones and zeros. The forces that shaped the Darkhold were powerful long before numbers or technology. They exist outside of the theory of relativity or quantum mechanics. They are elemental and esoteric as the rules of the dream space.
I hope the two of you can reach an understanding.
If he wants to work things out, he knows where to find me. Hopefully, my aggressions will have been worked out by then. That'll show him.
Yeah. I hope so too.
The Abbey is a very different place than the one I left.
How so?
With all these people, it's not crowded exactly. It certainly feels more alive.
The Abbey was always too empty. This is how it was meant to be.
Yes, it's better, I think. For the first time, I feel at home.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear. Here you go.
Such an amazing time.
Alright. Goodbye.
It's good to have you around, Hunter. You don't treat me like some of the others.
How so?
America didn't exist in your time. With you,
Right?
I get to be Steve from Brooklyn. Just a guy with a shield.
I see. Well,
We are all in this fight together. Why would we not treat each other as equals?
And I appreciate it. I hope you know that. You have your own legend to deal with. That expectation must give you some trouble.
It can be hard to live up to what everyone thinks I am.
Then don't. Live up to your ideals. Everything else will fall into place. Like it or not, your words and actions carry a lot of weight. Don't lose sight of that.
Thanks.
alright.
I will keep that in
Keep
mind.
that in mind.
Sorry. Didn't mean to lecture. Let's get back to it.
That's alright. There you go.
That was a great time.
Alright. See you around,
I
Cap.
served with this guy who only painted landscapes. Wonder what happened to him. Thanks for inviting me to unwind.
He's probably dead by now. You're welcome. Alright. Time for a little counterattack.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
I can handle it.
Here we go.
I haven't moved an inch. They can't keep up with us.
Watch my back!
Just the boost I needed.
That's an interesting technique.
It's a good start, I'd say.
Someone order a knuckle.
You're getting pretty good at that. You're not going to.
deviations from the plan. Touch this.
Oh, yeah? Big man with a big gun, huh? You think that's gonna be enough to stop us?
Party's about to get a little bigger.
Everything looks good from here.
You've still got some time. Tear them to shreds.
Perfect. That could have been so much worse.
Interesting.
I'm going in. Nice armor. Pity if someone punched a hole in it.
Sure, why not? The more the merrier, right?
Bring them on. As many as you can handle.
What could possibly go wrong?
You're in trouble now.
They're not going to like this.
Are you even trying?
Our belts are responding.
Are they stronger than they look, at least?
Time is almost up. Do as much as you can.
Hope they're ready. I'll make good use of it. I'm on it. I probably beat up your grandfather back in the day, too. They cannot possibly match your strength.
I can make this a lot worse for you.
You were too weak for this fight. Here we go.
Don't let up. The more you take down here, the less we have to deal with later.
Oh. Interesting.
Target confirmed. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Oh, seriously? Okay. Well. Huh. Okay, I guess we're done here. Got too greedy.
That was something.
Behold their passing!
And... oh, that's a nice passage.
Not easily distracted.
Anyway,
We've done it. Excellent work.
we're gonna be on our way now. See you guys later. Alright, another successful mission.
Can I help you? So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run EMO Kids tonight.
Oh. I'm sure we can manage.
I do not like it, but I can live with it.
That's where I'm at, as long as it's just a night. Alright, let's do this.
Alright.
Lead the way.
Hello?
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
I am ready.
That's all?
Yes.
That's all.
When do we start?
As soon as you want. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
Cocoon, you say?
Is this some kind of hypnosis?
No, it's old magic, once used to heal tormented minds. It allows one to observe and process past events that may be painful to consider.
Why didn't you think of this sooner?
You've been gone so long. Until the last meeting, it didn't occur to me that the events of your death are, to you, quite recent. Now then, shall we proceed?
Hold on.
Not just yet.
All right. But let's not delay much longer.
I'll be right back. Oh. Really? Okay.
Another night, another ritual.
Tonight is Caretaker's show.
Tonight's ritual will prove to be an absolute treat.
Why am I just now finding out that EMO Kids serves dessert? Did you bring it out after I leave?
No, we don't. No. I mean Caretaker's mastery of tonight's ritual. Her magic is bones of the world old. I confess my ignorance as to her methods is quite thrilling. A rarity for any Sorcerer Supreme.
I'm sure. For the good ones, anyways. Alright,
Now then, shall we proceed?
I'm ready.
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle. Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind
No.
you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
Huh.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know from personal experience. If you have trouble
Alright.
sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
Oh. The state of, pocket dimension?
You died predictably.
You sound
That was
disappointed.
predictable?
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of starving weasels tied around your face. Anything but demon powers.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be
You
more
too?
to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes, you and Lilith, with the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book. Maybe the power was too much for her to control.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body. I didn't ask where, and didn't want to know.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
Right.
What she said about me, my true self, can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
Yeah, you might be onto something there.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
Well, I don't know what to think really. I don't know what I was expecting.
It is better than not knowing, but I am still figuring out how to feel about it.
That's normal. Take your time. There's no need to rush. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yep.
What did Lilith mean about your true self?
No idea.
Sarah thinks it may be significant. She will do some digging.
Good. We're on to something. Maybe we'll figure out what.
But not tonight.
Maybe.
Alright. You taking off?
Yeah.
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Yep. So. I don't want any of... No, whatever. Alright then. Well, it's fun.
Clawed to shreds. Something, or someone, is going to snap. Did you hear Tony and Strange arguing? Who's next? Parker and Nico? Seeing good troops lose their minds, not knowing if a tank was going to mortar their bunkers, but seeing seasoned, enhanced heroes walking on eggshells is a new kind of unsettling.
What, no stars and stripes hoorah pep talk from Captain America? It must be bad.
We lived with the dread, channeled the tension. This feels different. Lilith's got too many tricks we haven't seen.
Tricks like mind control? We call that Tuesday at Xavier's School for the Gifted. I got a gut feeling that what's gonna come's gonna be more gnarly than usual. Bet I'll even be surprised. I'd even go so far to start taking bets. But that's too grim, even for me.
Hey, Wolverine. Wanna go fishing?
You need to go easier on Sarah, kid.
What brought that up?
I've seen how you are together. You're always circling each other, waiting for the other one to pounce.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She started it. She can choose to end it.
It's good that you don't back down, most of the time. But you're too busy fighting to see what it's doing to her. I don't think you understand how much your death affected her, and neither of you get how much your resurrection brought it all back. When you run into someone you thought was gone for years, learning otherwise can produce some intense feelings.
Right.
I understand. Thank you. You have shown me a better way to look at this.
Don't flatter me, kid. I don't have secret knowledge. It's all instinct with me.
They are good instincts.
All right, I don't mind a little flattery. Just think about what I said. I've spent more time around Sarah than you. Trust me, she'll come around.
Alright. I trust you. There we go.
Sarah never told me you were this fun.
Alright. That was exciting.
Acunis ad sepulchrum, nam hoc in hora, tutela contra inferna vocat, paper potestatum, averte molem omni noxa, iram et tristis, que psycho.
Agatha?
Dolores Angeli, et spiritus rector, custodi per singulos gradus.
Agatha, what are you doing?
Casting a protection spell over the Abbey.
Oh.
Now that we are in possession of the Parchment of Power, we must be vigilant in guarding against its influences.
What can I do to help?
You can't.
Oh.
This is a very rare form of sorcery, practiced only by those who have passed from this realm. But you can watch over the others. This spell will only prevent the worst type of harm the parchment can inflict, but can't stop it from making mischief completely.
Mischief.
Mischief? What sort of mischief?
There's no way of knowing for sure. But if there's one thing I am sure of, it's this. The words etched onto the page were written by Chthon himself. Not even my magic can silence them. They will affect us, if only in whispers. I mean, they're probably affecting us right here, right now, and won't stop. Not until Stark finally manages to nuke it from space.
Well, then there is hope.
There sure is. But until that happens, we need to protect ourselves. Speaking of...
Yes?
I should really finish this incantation. The spell cannot be completed without it.
I will leave you to it then.
Sleep well, Hunter. If you can.
Farewell, Agatha. Alright. Let's head to bed. Oh, God. Lilith? What do you want this time?
Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach?
What's your point?
Why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were
not
going to go
happening.
there.
Hear me, child.
Why should I?
About Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the Parchment of Power?
You were right, Mother.
I am?
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze. He will become something far greater. I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.